Greetings of the day. I am Shreya Jaiswal, your host for today's session, and it's an absolute honor to welcome you all to the HACKHAZARDS' Launchpad, the HACKHAZARDS'25 Bootcamp series. Welcome to day 2 of this exciting Monad session. After the phenomenal success of HACKHAZARDS 24, this edition is set to be bigger and better, with the biggest ever prize pool of $10,000 USD, which is equivalent to 8.5 lakh Indian rupee, and over 10,000 participants ready to push the boundaries of innovation. At Namespace, we believe in thriving tech community, empowering students to explore, innovate, and excel in the world of technology. As an events-driven community, active for the past 2.5 years, we have organized 100 plus events, including hackathons, webinars, seminars, contests, and more. This hackathon is a testament to our vision, bringing together some of the brightest minds to collaborate and create groundbreaking solutions. We are proud to have Monad as a main sponsor for this event. Known for its innovations in decentralized smart contract execution and parallel processing, Monad is redefining performance in the blockchain space. Their high throughput layer 1 blockchain provides developers with a scalable foundation for building the next generation of decentralized applications. Monad's technology play a key role in this hackathon, empowering participants to create high performance real time D apps like never before. Speaking of which, Monad has put forth an exciting challenge, developing an engaging blockchain game on Monad that provides a fun and innovative player experience, leveraging blockchain features for gameplay mechanics. With $1,700 in cash prizes and exclusive swags for up for grabs, this is a fantastic opportunity for all participants to showcase their skills, creativity, and a vision for the future of Web3. Now, it's my privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker, Port, who is a developer advocate from Monad Foundation. He is interested in developer tooling and developer experience and loves building small frontends such as address builder. He is a master of vibe coding. His goal is to make the Web3 dev experience easy for everyone. With a deep passion for solving real world problems through technology, he believes that true innovation lies in balancing desirability, viability, and feasibility. Today, he brings his insights and expertise to help us navigate the world of real time data processing with Monad. Let's give a warm welcome to Port.
Hey, it's very nice to be here again and very excited to be talking to you people since the namespace community and Hack Hazards participants are so amazing people. I think almost everyone here is studying in college, and I think that what you're doing, even if you're if you're a college student, is amazing. You're programming and you're coding and you're doing all kinds of amazing stuff. Also, by the way, CSS, thank you for the compliment. I really love my PFP, and it's called the Milady, and I think they're really cool. So without further ado, let's get into business. So first of all, let me find, Shreya, I think it says you're not allowed to share your screen. Could you please give me the right to share my screen?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
just a second.
Oh, no problem. I can wait. I can wait. Also, by the way, when I'm talking, I tend to talk very fast. So if you have questions, please drop them in the chat and I will do my best to answer each and every question. So don't ever hesitate about asking questions. I'm here to answer all your questions and your concerns about Monad and the hackathon.
What you can share your screen.
Oh, yeah. Just let me test it real quick. Give me a second, please, and I'll get it ready. All right. I think I can share it right now. First, entire screen. Yep. I think this should be working, right? You should be seeing a Monad 101 Port Developer Advocate Monad Foundation. If you're seeing it, drop a reaction or something so that I can understand it. Hell yeah. This means you can share it. Thank you, Pavan and Romansh. So this time I want to start with a quick intro on what Monad is, because yesterday we focused more on building a very basic example. So today we're gonna build a more advanced example, but first we're gonna focus on what Monad is. By the way, let me give you a quick intro about myself. I think Shreya gave an amazing intro on me, but still. So, hey, I'm Port, and I'm very excited to be here with you. And I'm the developer advocate from Monad Foundation. What I do is that I help developers build cool stuff on Monad, which is an amazing thing to do. And my main interests are developer experience and developer tooling. I also help build Guild with Scaffold, which is an amazing tool that we're going to use today. So let's move on to what Monad is. So we're going to be talking about what Monad is, getting started with Monad, the infra and the tooling ecosystem, and why we should be building on Monad and how we can get involved. So first, we're going to look at why high performance EVM is better and how Monad makes this possible. And in the end, how we can get involved in the Monad ecosystem and how we can develop things on Monad. And I have tried to make this as quick as possible and as short as possible, but we will see. So the problem with Ethereum and the EVM is that lots of things happen on the EVM, and EVM is literally very dominant. It has the biggest share of the cake, right? But Ethereum is very expensive and it's very small, very slow. So if I remember correctly, a block on Ethereum is almost 12 seconds. And when you do a transaction on Ethereum, it really hurts. So it's really, really inefficient to use Ethereum mainnet. And also, Ethereum mainnet is single-threaded, and it's kind of very inefficient, but kind of like old school. So imagine Ethereum as a slowly moving, very big ship. Imagine a container ship that is very slow, but also steady. And also, Ethereum tries to solve this with the rollups, but rollups are centralized. They have centralized sequences, and they can be censored because if one entity controls a sequencer, they can just choose what to include and what not to include. And also there are lots of problems with L2s too. So I'll skip the technical details and cut to the chase. So this is the original question. And the question was, what is Monad? Monad is EVM built from scratch, and it's fully 100% EVM equivalent, which means that whatever you can do on Ethereum mainnet, you can do on Monad, which is an amazing thing. So if you are familiar with building on Ethereum, and if you are building on a blockchain, you probably are familiar with building on Ethereum, you should be fairly competent in building on Monad too. And Monad is a high performance L1, meaning that you can literally do 10K transactions per second, and we have 300 million gas per second, and we have 500 millisecond block times and single slot finality. So in a second, your transaction is finalized, and we currently have 72 validators, and by the mainnet, we plan to increase this to 100 to 200. And also, we are currently running a mission on this contract size, which is 128. we increased the usual contract size of 24 kilobytes, which is available on the mainnet, to 128 kilobytes, and we are running a mission about that in our developer Discord, and we will have another missions with prizes in our developer Discord. So please join our developer Discord, and please, when I show the QR code at the end of this session, scan it and join there. All right, let's move on. All right, full EVM equivalent. I already mentioned these. Oh, also, the gas is really cheap on Monad. So if you do a wrong transaction on mainnet, it will cost you a lot. But on Monad, since everything is optimized from scratch, you will actually literally like not pay anything. It will literally be so cheap. And we actually have, since we are full EVM compatible, we have full Ethereum RPC compatibility as well. So this is a really simple Eli 5 type of graph that we have. And we have the EVM stuff over here, and we have the high performance Solana here. So Monad is the intersection between those two. Monad is both fast and it's also EVM compatible. And since our main code is maintained by such an amazing team as Category Labs, everything is built from scratch and built with the developers in mind. All right, let's kind of skip over the technical details here. What we are doing with Monad is we raise the limits, or maybe we can even say we lift the limits with new software architecture, thanks to the amazing engineering team. And let's compare. I mean, every L1 does this, but let's take 10 seconds to look at this. We have a little Uniswap case study here, which shows that Monad is actually amazing. Look at this, small bar, small bar, small bar, big bar, which means that Monad is amazing. Let's move on. All right, so this is the important part. If you're a developer, you have to remember this URL, developers.monad.xyz. So I will be dropping this link momentarily at the speed that I can type. And I'm not a very fast typer. All right, so I sent the message in the Google Meet, and I will also be sending this to the Discord as well before I move on. Oh yeah, the namespace community, right below the CSS's amazing gift. I sent the message. So please visit developers.monad.xyz. And this is our developer landing page, and it has everything you need to build on Monad. Oh, so this is the exciting part. If you're a developer and if you're wondering what is available on Monad, we have lots of cool stuff from Alchemy to Reown to Privy and to Turnkey. We have lots of infra providers and tooling on Monad live. We have Chainlink, we have Hyperlane, Wormhole, and we actually have some amazing stuff for you to analyze data as well, such as Gold Rush, Dune, Allium, and anything you can imagine. There is an alternative, or there is that thing on Monad. Also, again, Chainlink, Switchboard, Peth, and whatever you can think of. And we also have lots of RPC providers from QuickNote to Alchemy, Third Web, Triton, or Triton. And also lots of wallets as well. And from Phantom to MetaMask, you can literally use any wallet that you want. Also, we have native wallets like Haha, or big ones like OKEx and Leap. All right, so let's kind of move on to why you should be building a Monad. So, our testnet launch was hectic, right? So we have over 200 of projects supporting Monad testnet, and we have 1.2 million following on X, and lots of transactions on testnet. Everyone knows that these are mostly bots, but since we have lots of users in our community and lots of projects getting traction as well, lots of those users, or literally as as many as you can imagine, we have like literally real users. For example, these are two projects building on Monad. But hey, you might think like, I'm not a big project. Maybe I won't get these users. But this developer, his name is sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrongly again. Kashitej Gajapure, like please correct me if I'm saying it wrong. I'll try to say it in my Turkish. Kashitej Gajapure is an amazing developer, and he built the Flappy Trump game from scratch for a mission for an activation on Monad, which is called Break Monad. And he is not a team. He did not receive any funding. He is just one single person. And let's read this. So he got featured on the front page for Break Monad, and he acquired more than 30K users who minted more than 200,000 evolving NFTs and claimed an amazingly high amount of flaps by doing like 250K transactions on Monad. And this is just a community dev building a cool game and releasing it, which means that you, a college student, can get users as well. Just build something cool on Monad, and we will help you get it in front of people. We will help you get users. I will literally come up to your post and retweet it. And I'll try my best to help you build the thing as well. And we also have like this finished very recent. We have the EVM hackathon, which was the first ever Monad hackathon, and its results were announced just yesterday, if my memory is right. It was yesterday or the day before. And please check out the DevNets account here. Let me link you up for you to check the results. DevNets, Monad Devs. Let me find our chat. Oop, here it is, x.com Monad Dev. I just shared the link in the chat. Also, we have an ongoing mission in our developer Discord with the prizes being redacted. We want you to create a huge contract to check if the new limit of 120K kilobytes is working or not. So if you want to, please drop by our Discord and check this challenge. Oh, also the Monad Shark Tank. I won't be talking about this, but if you wonder what this is, maybe you should be scanning this QR. So this is the link to our developer Discord. Please, like, take your phone out, take your smartphones out, scan this QR code. And if you can't scan a QR code right now, I will also be dropping the link to our developer Discord, and you can get in. And also, when you get in, please tag me so that I know that you're coming from the HACKHAZARDS'25, so that I can give you full access. You will need full access to see all of this server, and it's not easy to get full access in Monad Dev Discord. But if you tag me and tell me that hey, I'm a college student, I'm very excited in development, and I come from HACKHAZARDS, I might just give you full access right now. Also, do that in the general chat. Let's see who's getting in and who's not. Oh, all right. Now I'm seeing some builders. That's amazing. Let me just roll you right now. Sorry about my English, by the way. I might stutter sometimes. Right. PE done. CSS is done. By the way, CSS, you're just so active. I want you to build on Monad. That's it. That's my phrase for today. Hell yeah, HACKHAZARDS Monad invasion. Let's give you like 2 or 3 minutes for you to get into the Discord. Let's go. You should be able to see all the server. Welcome Mufis. Welcome T. Welcome Godson. Hell yeah. Stewart, welcome. Lots of builders landing onto our Discord, which is very cool. I love BLS. Let's keep this on the screen for another minute. Then we move on to some building. All right. Lots of folks joining in. By the way, make sure to send the Discord link to your friends if you're hacking with a team. And since this is the Monad developer Discord, and you can also do the same in the namespace Discord as well, please tag me if you have any questions. I'm literally here to help you. Don't forget that. All right. Did anyone get the link? Maybe I should move my cursor around hectically. All right. And thank you for listening to my little presentation and a very short presentation about Monad. So if you have a Twitter account, please follow Monad_XYZ, Monad_dev, and maybe me. Also, this presentation was the longer version of this presentation was originally made by Harpal, who is an amazing person, also working for Monad as a developer relations engineer. So yeah, give him a follow as well. I'll be dropping the links again. So Monad developers, maybe I'll drop myself as well because some followers won't hurt, right? And also Monad as well. So if you'd like to receive updates about Monad and harmful, yep, those are the things I wanted to share. So yeah, let's move on to our workshop content. So let me show you what we'll be doing today. Let me open my trusted state cursor. By the way, I got lots of questions about VS Code yesterday, and it's perfectly fine to use VS Code for this workshop as well. You can use whatever code editor that you want, and you can use an AI editor or a non-AI editor. It's just that I prefer wipe coding, right? So let's remember our challenge statement. First, the challenge statement for HACKHAZARDS'25 for Monad is to create an engaging blockchain game on Monad that provides a fun and innovative player experience. What this means is that first, your game should be doing transactions. Second, it should be silly and fun. One great example is Flappy Trump. Let me find Flappy Trump example and show it to you. And let's bring this up here. This is a fairly complex game, but don't worry about it. With vibe coding, you can literally do anything. And I will show you the games I built that do transactions that are also simple. But this is a great example of a blockchain game that's also fun. Oh, so the game is paused right now, but I happen to know a specific key combination that opens the game. First, I will connect a wallet. I have so many wallets because literally too many wallets support Monad, right? I think it should work. All right, look at this. This is a game that works on Monad. And what you do here is that you're navigating this space as a trumpad. And oof, I'm a terrible gamer. You try to win. Win what? Win lots of coins. And when you get some coins, you can mint them after the game. All right, I think I'm a bad player. And there are also headlines and stuff. This was built with, oh no. Yeah, I just lost. But what this does is that with, I think, every shot or every objective you kill, it does a transaction. And just like the game I showed yesterday, the snake game, it just triggers a contract. Also, let me show you that game as a reminder, because some of you were not
Excuse
here.
me, Port. Excuse me, Port. There is a girl, Nisha Thakran. Do you have a doubt? Like, your hand is raised for quite some time now.
Oh, yeah, if anyone has any questions, please ask them. I haven't seen it. Sorry.
Okay, it was by mistake.
Oh,
Continue.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you for warning me, though. I literally haven't seen it. Thank you. So let's go and find that project. So this should be my snake game from yesterday. Oops. So this is what we built yesterday with the HACKHAZARDS gang, and it's just a snake game. Look at me playing it. It's so silly and so basic. What we do here is that with each food eaten, we send a transaction on Monad blockchain. Well, it's not the most perfect blockchain game, but it is still doing something on the blockchain, which is sending transaction. And how it does this is that it uses a backend route. And let's die here. It uses a backend route to send a transaction. The original example is this. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up magically out of here. So I built this game on top of this one. And we increased this counter value from 0 to 3,450 with the HACKHAZARDS gang yesterday. So what that game did is it literally triggered this button, which is sending a post request to api.relay.increment. So every time I click here, and I click a lot of times, it's increasing the counter value in my contract, as you can see here. And there are lots of little instructions here that you can use to build an app yourself. So I'll be also dropping this link. And maybe it's best to drop yesterday's workshop content as well. Let me grab a link here. Maybe pull it up magically again. So this was yesterday's example that we used to build the snake game. And the snake game is here as a branch. And let me show it to you. Maybe I should be sending it to... Whoop. Oh, there is an amazing question I have to ask you. I have to tell you. Vujika is asking, hey, there is a simple game, tic-tac-toe game, also eligible? Yes, why not? Any simple game is eligible. So let's take a look at our challenge statement one more time to learn what's eligible and what's not. Come on, come here. So the thing is, first, you have to create a blockchain game that is on Monad. And the second thing is, it should be fun. Everything else is on you. We are judging based on innovation and creativity, which means that it has to be silly. And we're also taking a look at how you implement this stuff. Imagine that you made a game. Imagine that. Where is my game? I lost my game. Just give me a second. Oh, imagine that you made a game and you have like a little snake here, but the snake is like 2 megabytes or like 4 megabytes of JPEG. That's a bad implementation. Maybe you should improve it, right? So what we are taking a look at is how we implemented it. We are not expecting something perfect, but we don't want like huge examples as well. But the most important thing is that the game you're making does transactions on Monad, and it's also fun. Maybe you can add a fun little twist to a very basic game and make it do transactions. Ooh, I don't know how I lost here, but yeah. So this is our challenge statement. Please keep it in your mind while you're attacking the challenge. So I just dropped the example here, the HACKHAZARDS example that I had used for yesterday. Now, let's take a look at today's example. Let me, again, pull a repo up magically, just like I do every time. Whoa, hell yeah. HACKHAZARDS Day 2. So this is a special repo that I created using one of my other examples, which has the stuff that we will be building today. So if I can find our chat, I just sent it. It's in the chat. You can use it later. So this is, again, a Scaffold ETH project. And Scaffold ETH is, let me pull it up again from here. Scaffold ETH is a toolkit for you to develop EVM apps on Ethereum or on mainnet or anywhere else like Optimism. And since Monad is fully EVM compatible, you can use Scaffold ETH to do stuff. And my example here is built on top of Scaffold ETH, which is something very cool. So I'll get the code here, like I always do. And I'll go to HACKHAZARDS, yay, folder. And here, I will use git clone and paste my link. And then click enter. And here, since I have my folder ready called HACKHAZARDS Day 2, I will use cursor HACKHAZARDS Day 2 to open it in cursor. Boom. Let's go. It's ready. I will zoom in. I think this is enough zoom, right? Can you see it? If you can see it, can you react with a thumbs up? Come on, give me a thumbs up if you can read the small text on my screen. Hell yeah. Give me a thumbs up. Oh, thank you. This means you can see it. So let me talk about the project structure. So this is a Scaffold ETH project. Inside this, we will have a packages folder. Inside packages, we have Hardhat and Next.js. Next.js is our front end, and Hardhat is our backend, meaning like our smart contract. This is what goes on the blockchain, and this is what goes on the front end. And we can use commands to deploy our app to the blockchain. For example, in our Next.js app, we have something called the scaffold config. If I make this change.hardhat thing, Monad testnet, let's use Monad testbed, not testbed, it's testnet. Oh, I haven't installed anything yet. If you get something like this, you haven't run yarn install yet. So the first thing I should have done here is to run a yarn install because we don't have any packages yet. All right, this is gonna take some time. Boom, boom. Let me take a look at your questions. All right.
Hello,
Sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
Sir, can you remind me that all the commands you use after git clone?
Oh, yeah, I will. Thank you. That's a great question. So I git cloned, right? And when I git cloned, I was here. I use git clone. Then I opened it with cursor. The folder that I cloned, I opened it with cursor. If you have VS Code, you should use code instead. All right? Does that make sense?
Okay.
Please unmute anytime you have another question. So there was another question by Ruchika. So there is a problem statement. There is any rule that you use only that language? No. Usually, front ends are built with React And yeah, Next.js, so whatever you use, it doesn't really matter as long as the game is on Monad. Oh, another great question. What does Scaffold do? Scaffold helps you build blockchain apps really quickly. So check this out. If you have any questions about Scaffold itself, check this link out. It's pretty cool. I work on Scaffold as well. So let's go back. If I can find my Windows. All right, so it looks like our packages are installed. When I went into the folder, I ran a yarn install to install my packages. And this helped me install all the packages I need. So I open a new terminal. And inside Next.js, inside my scaffold config, I can change this network to Monad testnet. But since I'm developing, I will keep it as hardhat. So the great thing about Scaffold is that you can run a local chain with the yarn chain, which will give us a blockchain in our machine with some accounts that are rich. Look at them. They have so much ETH. So let's open a new terminal. By the way, we ran yarn chain. Let's open a new terminal and run some other commands. Oh yeah, Monad supports npm too, right? But it's not about Monad, it's about the toolkit you're using. So Scaffold uses yarn, and yarn is cool. If you don't have yarn, you can just run corpec enable, and it will enable the yarn for your node on your machine. So on the second terminal, we run yarn deploy to deploy our contracts. And our example contract is now being deployed, and it's ready. So on the third terminal, come up here, and I type yarn start, and this will start my front end. Oh yeah, it looks like my port 3000 in use, so it started in port 3001, which is fine. I can use that as well. Right, let's wait for it to load. I will again pull it out from somewhere magically, like I did right now. So Scaffold Ethereum dev stack, we have home, debug context, etc. But we have to switch to hardhat. Oh. Well, I don't remember my password, so why don't we go somewhere else that I know the password. Do I know the password? I don't need to know the password because all it's already open. Let's go. Where is Monad testnet? Hell yeah. Switch to hardhat. All right. So I have my app ready, I have home, and I have debug contracts. So this is a place for me to interact with my contracts. And I have deployed my contract previously using yarn deploy. So let's take a look at our contract. Our contracts are in packages, hardhat contracts. Your contract. So your contract has some variables, and the greeting is building unstoppable apps. And it literally says it here. And it looks like there's a function. There's a right function. Maybe I should just zoom in a little. Zoom it, make it big. There is a function called setGreeting that takes in a new greeting and a value. Let's see if we can find this function here. All right, this is a function called setGreeting, and it's rendered on the UI thanks to Scaffold features. So we can literally interact with our contract whenever we want to. So let's write hello HACKHAZARDS. And if I get some money, let's use the faucet with this little button. Oh, I have like, oh, that's a lot. Send this transaction. Come on. All right. Since we are on a local blockchain, everything is really, really fast. And the greeting has changed from building unstoppable apps to hello HACKHAZARDS. And this is amazing, meaning that we can test our contracts with this. But what I want to do is to build a game, right? So how do I build a game? Let's look at our landing page as well. So how does this front end work? It works here. Next.js app page TSX. This is our home page. This is where you can find that welcome to Scaffold 2 text at home. So, well, you're probably thinking this guy has like 10 minutes or like 12 minutes of talking time. How is he gonna build an app? So, well, we have what's called vibe coding, right? I'm a master of vibe coding. So I'll just ask Cursor to build something for me, and it will just build it for me. So let me show you my settings for Cursor. Yesterday I used 3.7, but today I'm gonna experiment with 3.7 Sonnet plus thinking enabled. So what I want to build today is an endless runner. So I will ask Cursor to build one for me. So let's build an endless runner game that can save scores to the blockchain. I think this will work. So let's try, shall we? And maybe let's attach our contract here. And let's click send. Today, when I was first trying, I one-shotted this example, meaning that I got it right on my first try. And it's actually a branch. It should be a branch here. Yep. Where is it? I haven't pushed that branch yet, but we can find it. Where is it? I have too many repos open there anyways. Oh yeah, it's here. It's the endless runner branch. And if I publish it, you should be able to see it online. And if this prompt does not work, well, it usually works. I can show you the complete example. And since it's already on GitHub, you can take a look at it and take it as an example along with the snake game example that we created yesterday. All right, so what is it doing? First, it took a look at the project structure. It examined the smart contract structure and also did the same for Next.js project. And then it created a smart contract to store the game scores for each account. And now it also created a deploy script. Let's see the files. All right, this is a good file. I think it will work. So now it's creating the actual game, which will have almost all the logic because the contract will just contain how we store the scores that the players do. So let's take a look at it. We have an owner, we have a struct to score, the store to score the store. No, to store the score. Yeah, that's a hard thing to say. Sorry about that. And we have a mapping from address to score, and it's called player best scores, which means that each player, each address will have a best score. And we have some other variables called all scores, all score addresses, max leaderboard size, and whatnot. Since this is all white coded, I have no idea what these are, but I'm still reading them to see what could go wrong or what could be wrong, because AI sometimes imagines stuff. Let's move on. We have a modifier called isOwner, and we have an owner that's in the constructor. So when we deploy this contract, we have to set an owner, and the owner is the deployer. So the deployer of our contract will be the owner here. And here is how our game uses the blockchain. We have a save score function that takes in a score of uint 256, which is a number, and then we get the timestamp from block.timestamp. This will be the time when the transaction is executed, and then we record the score. These are all some complex logic, so I won't be walking through them. But if you want the AI to explain these code pieces to you, you can just click add to chat and ask any questions about these to Cursor. Right, then it will update the score, and there are also functions to get player best score and to get the leaderboard, because what our game does is everything is then handled on the front end, but we are saving the scores of players to a leaderboard and showing that leaderboard on the front end. Oh, it even is creating us a little readme, which is something I did not want, but yeah, why not? No way, don't create a readme. By the way, let's take a look at our front end and let's see if it works or not. Where is it? Where is it? All right, I'll be opening a new window. Oh, yeah, it definitely made some improvements. By the way, if anyone's eyes are bleeding, here you go. I fixed that. Oh no, I had it here. Let's close this one. Still doing some stuff. No, I don't want to read me. I don't want a readme, please. Thank you. So let's check if our games work. So endless runner game, score 0, high score 0. Why does it not work? Did I click something wrong? Oh yeah, it does not work right now. Start game and nothing happens. When this happens, you go here as a white coder, you click accept all. Hey, my game does not work. It is just a blank screen. And magically, the AI that broke your game, the AI that couldn't build your game, magically understands that it did something wrong and builds your game. This is how white coding works. You go to AI, ask a question, it builds you some code, and then you go and check the code to see if it's working. So maybe let's try to find where the game is implemented. All right, it's here. Oh yeah, these are, no, the front end does not work. Oh, maybe I should be attaching this page, but the page that is inside the game, not the contract, but this page. Literally the page we are on right now. And it looks like I have used all of my requests. Come on. By the way, while this is loading and making changes, oh yeah, it's thinking. Look at this brain logo. Hell yeah. When this is building, I want to show you some other example. Was this one? No. Cursor HACKHAZARDS day 2. I think if I move to the other branch here, game endless runner branch, it will run. But let's see. Give me another minute to see if this will fix the game. All right, it's making some changes. Let's refresh. Oh wait, why am I so unlucky? This should have worked. If you use enough prompts, it will work. So since our time is running quite tight, maybe I should show you the other example that I have. First, I will go here and revert all these changes. And I will go to this branch and close everything. John started. And I magically pull this up out of nowhere, just like before. And this example is the one I built before the workshop, and I built it fully by coding, meaning that I did not write a line of code, sorry, for this app. And what this does is that you get faster and faster blocks coming at you. So every 5 scores, the game gets more difficult. And when you lose, it saves your score to the blockchain, making this a little blockchain game. You don't have to make your game extremely complex for it to be a blockchain game. You can keep the logic simple and you can make the game fun. For example, this little green dot could be something that looks funny to make the game more enjoyable. You can literally change anything and everything. You can make it silly, you can make it stupid, you can make it thrilling. Just go crazy. By the way, I'm pretty good at this game, I think. Let's see how far I go. Maybe I should make it even more difficult because the difficulty is on 8 right now. And now on 9. Come on. Yep. Oh no. Yeah. So since I didn't connect my wallet, I couldn't submit a entry to the leaderboard, but my max score was 4. So just to show you how it would like submit my score if I had like 5 points. Let me show that. I know we're running out of time, but yeah, give me 1 second. So I have 5 score and I will lose voluntarily. Oh, the contract is not deployed. Is it on? Oh, where is the contract? Someone test that? Should be deployed. Maybe we should deploy it again. By the way, deploying this so easy. We just do yarn deploy network monad. That's it. That's it. Oh no. Yarn generate. Was this the repo that I used yesterday? No, today? I think not. Which one was it? Was it this one? Anyways, I'll just create a new account. By the way, you can create a new account with Yarn account, I think. Yarn generate, sorry. So what this will do is that it's gonna create me an encrypted account, and I will send some mon over to this account. Send 5 mon, and I should be able to deploy to Monad testnet right now. And it will ask me for my password. And it should be around done. Voila. So the leaderboard should be empty. And if I play this game and make 2 scores, 1, 2, if I lose, it should say, wow, still does not prompt me. I should have done something wrong. Here, maybe around here, paste TSX. Now, should be, let's check our runner. All right, runner game, get player high score. There is something wrong here, which worked before the presentation, but everything breaks down in a presentation. But if you're developing this game on your local machine, it should be working for you. Oh, I even have some leftovers from some other sessions here. So yeah, this is how you can build stuff. If something does not work, you can just AI to fix stuff for you. And this is how you can bytecode a game into reality. And I think we are over time by like 3 minutes, and sorry for that. And thank you for listening to me today. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat, and I will be very excited to answer them. Oh, so lots of questions. Um, Share the GitHub for the endless game you showed. So yeah, I will share it right now. This is the endless game repo. This type of game already exists. Why are we making it? You can make it fun. I mean, more fun than it already is. You can make it sillier. You can make it. You can introduce some new mechanics to it. Also, another question: can you describe the transaction things like when you play the game, how the transactions make sense? So usually the transactions don't actually have to make sense. You can mint NFTs. You can do really basic transactions, or you can do on-chain actions. The thing is, it has to be fun. As long as you make the game fun, people will play it. Yeah, yeah, it is literally a dino game. So what's the point of these transactions? The transactions can serve a lot of purpose. For example, one of them is like using the blockchain, storing user actions on the blockchain, or just leveraging blockchain's unique properties like NFTs or like financial kind of stuff. By the way, someone has a hot mic. Can I mute them? Yes, I can mute them. Sorry, I moved Lokesh. But yeah, you can leverage blockchain's unique financial properties to enhance the gameplay. What else? What else? Subware surface, but we collect transactions. Yes, that's exactly right. By the way, we are aware of the problem with the faucet and we will fix it ASAP. How to bring NFT in picture to this game? Implementing NFTs could be complex, but you can ask AI or you can tag me. I will be more than happy to help you. For this hackathon, for this challenge, we kindly ask you to work on games. For example, boom. Here is the challenge statement. So you need to kind of build games, but building games is the simplest thing. You can just build a game and tie it to Monad somehow, and it will be valid. A little more elaboration on accounts and transactions part, please. I mean, all those accounts you're connecting before opening the game. All right, I'll try my best to answer this question. And maybe this could be the last question if no one has it. So Scaffold has a connector here. So this is my account. This is my ENS. I'm called palas-athena.eth. If you disconnect, there appears a connect wallet button. And if you click this, you can connect one of your wallets. I have Haha wallet, which is a native wallet on Monad, and I also have MetaMask. And I can connect my MetaMask, and voila, this is the only thing that I have to do about wallets. Also, is it only we have to make the game? You have to make the game, and you have to connect it to the blockchain somehow. Oh, Piyush, amazing question. That amount should probably be enough. I can help you. If you tag me somewhere, I can help you. So also, I have lots of little examples here. Another project that uses blockchain, but it uses it in a very simple way, is the snake example. So this just sends a transaction. It just does nothing else than send the transaction when it eats the food. So notice the transaction sent going up here. When the snake eats food, it sends a transaction. And I will be sharing the repo for this as well. Let me die while sharing the repo. I just lost the game. Thanks. Let's go here. Hack as example. This is the example repo for this one is the example repo for the snake game. And it is in the branch snake game example. It's just using the blockchain to send a transaction. And there is a game on top of that. So try to keep the games. What notion? Sorry, I don't have a notion. This is just, I think you should have the challenge statements, but maybe I can share this as a link, as an image. Sorry, I can't share it here. I will share it in the Discord if that's okay. Just share it to the Discord. The challenge statements once more. The challenge statement, which I'll be repeating again, but yeah, it's just to create a game that does transactions on Monad. I don't care how simple it is, it should be fun. That's it. Yeah, also agree to what Pradipto is saying. And enjoy. The point about hackathons is that you enjoy the process, right? So please have fun building cool games on Monad, and please do not hesitate to tag me if you ever have any questions. And sorry, I know that this took a lot of time, but hey, this was a good one. Thank you all for listening to me for this 1 hour period. Thank you. Any questions? Tag me in the Discord or anywhere else that you can find me. Yay. Let me send some hearts as well.
Thank you, Port, for this amazing session. Well, that wraps up today's session. I hope you now have a clear vision of what you can create with Monad. But don't let the inspiration stop here. We would love to see you again. Join us on 12th for a Q&A with Port, a chance to gain even more guidance, insights, and support as you continue your journey. See you then.
Bye-bye. See you all and have fun hacking and studying and wish you much success in your college. See you all around in the Discord. By the way, join Discord. Join our Discord. If you don't join our Discord, I won't love you. Thank you. I won't be your friend. Thank you. Goodbye. I'll go and drink some water. I wish you do the same. Water is important, don't forget. Goodbye. Stay hydrated.